Sometimes we forget things, and sometimes we forget about people that we're waiting for or supposed to be waiting for, especially when you're walking to school and one of your friends shows up and then you forget to wait for your other friend. And sometimes that just happens, especially if you don't know exactly what time your friend is going to be there. This is kind of a funny story, so let's dive into this video. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes, and this is the first video I have made today. I'm really excited. I have not sat down and made a video today, so this is my first official video today. Well, not my first official YouTube video, but my first video of the day. I have not gotten around to making a video today because I was super busy doing chores. So anyway, today in this video, I'm going to tell you guys kind of a funny story. How I was supposed to walk to school with one of my friends, and another friend of mine showed up at the house, and we forgot to wait for my friend, and she ended up accidentally missing us, and because we forgot her at the house. Well, no, we didn't forget her at the house. We forgot she was showing up at the house, and she ended up being late for school because we had left without her, and we felt kind of bad. So this is a story just to teach you guys, if you're gonna show up at your friend's house, you should always give them a call or something. This is not her fault. I accidentally forgot to wait for her, and at that time I didn't have a cell phone, so I could not get a hold of her at the time. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if she had a cell phone at the time either, so we couldn't get a hold of each other, and it made it kind of hard, and I accidentally left without her, and I felt kind of bad, but luckily she was super nice about it. Spoiler alert. So this is a story just to teach you guys. If you're going to be walking with friends, you should always communicate with them and tell them you're walking with friends. But sometimes if another friend shows up, you could always wait for the other friend. Just make sure you don't forget about the other friend when you're walking with them, like my friend and I did. So just keep in mind, it just happens, and sometimes it can be funny, sometimes it can be a little rude, but always just make sure you guys communicate so then you have a way to make it easier. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Because I won't be using names for safety purposes, I'm going to give my friends names and call one Walk to School 1 because I walked to school with him, and the other one will be called Walk to School 2 because I was supposed to be walking to school with her. So this all started about 17 years ago. I was in the 7th grade. My friend, who I'm going to name Walk to School 1, I should say, came over. He was knocking at the door, and he came around 7 o'clock. And he came over to just say hi, and he got to meet Gabby at the time when she was a puppy. So if you guys are longtime subscribers, you might know who you may be familiar with Gabby. And for those who are new to my channel and you don't know who Gabby was, she was my she was my Boston Terrier. Sadly, about a year ago, well, it'll be 2 years ago this year, we had to put her to sleep. She has been on my YouTube channel before, and this was at the time we got her as a puppy. So this story's not about Gabby, just to clarify that. So anyway, Walk to School 1, I should say, asks if I wanted to walk to school with them. And my mom and my stepdad were both home, and they said, do you want to walk to school 2? I mean, Walk to School 1? And I'm like, sure. Little did Walk to School 1 and I know is that we forgot to wait for my other friend, who I'm going to call Walk to School 2, because she also was walking to school with me. So I completely forgot about Walk to School 2, and so does Walk to School 1. He also forgot about Walk to School 2, and we both start walking to school. And we started talking and like walking to school and being in a really good mood because we were just like having a good time walking to school together. And as we were walking to school, he goes to his class, which is marching band class, and I go to a building where a drama classroom is, which is where I was meeting with my choir class. So my choir class would meet at 2 different places. We meet at the school auditorium, or we go into the drama room, which was in the same building. I don't know why we go into 2 different buildings for my drama class. Maybe it was because the band class needed the auditorium at the school, or I think that's what it was we shared the auditorium with the band class. So anyway, so that's why we would meet in the drama class, and sometimes we would meet in the auditorium in school. And they were in the same building. So anyway, I go in to the class. I'm there pretty early, and all my and a lot of my friends are there for choir class. Excuse me. And as we're there, the bell rings. My teacher begins teaching the class. Then, she's teaching the class, like maybe 5 or 6 minutes later, Walk to School 2, which is my other friend's name in this video, is Walk to School 2, because I was supposed to be walking to school with her, comes in the classroom. She's like 5 minutes late for class. My choir teacher's not happy, and my friend apologized. Walk to School 2 apologizes. She went to the house, and she didn't know, and it turned out I had already left without her because I was supposed to be walking to school with her too, but I accidentally walked to school with Walk to School 1. And I felt kind of bad. I totally forgot about her. So Walk to School 2 goes to sit down at the auditorium, and we begin our choir class. So after our choir class is over, I apologized to Walk to School 2 for accidentally forgetting about her at the house, and she was so nice about it. And I just totally forgot. It's just and I told her that Walk to School 1 was already there, and we forgot to wait for her. And she was so nice about it. So after school, Walk to School 1, School 2, and I meet up with Walk to School 1, and Walk to School 1 apologizes to Walk to School 2 about how he and I accidentally forgot her, and she was so nice about it. She was like, that is totally okay. Maybe we could think of a communication or something. So Walk to School, because I didn't have a cell phone at the time, Walk to School 1 gave me her cell phone number, and she gave Walk to School 2 her cell phone number, so we could communicate with each other, because at that time I had caller ID on my home phone, so it made it so much easier for us to know who it was. So the next time, so this problem didn't happen, Walk to School 1 showed up at the same time as Walk to School 2, which made it a lot easier for her. And I thought that was a pretty good idea, so then we wouldn't accidentally miss each other. So the moral of the story is, excuse me, I have a tickle. So the moral of the story is, it's always important to wait for your friends that you're walking to school with, but sometimes communication doesn't go through too well, especially if you don't have a cell phone. So you should always text your friends to see where you're meeting for Walk to School, if you're meeting at the house, or you should always make sure you know where you're meeting your friends for a Walk to School, if you're meeting at their house or if they're coming to your house. I mean, it usually depends what's closer. So always just have communication skills so you don't accidentally leave one friend behind. And sometimes mistakes happen, especially if it's a confusing communication. So that was the story about how I accidentally forgot to wait for my friend when I was walking to school with my other friend. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye! If you like this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Excuse me.